Top 10 New Fantasy Manhwa with OPMC. What's up, queens and kings? Your boy Kiros is back again with a spicy list of the latest and greatest power fantasy manhwa that will have you feeling unstoppable. These new fantasy comics serve up MCs with skills so OP, they might as well be cheating. We are talking about unlimited strength, broken magic systems, and plots so few go you will get burned. I worked with leading Manhwa experts to find only the most cracked out new series featuring two strong MCs reality checking their enemies. So, strap in as I flex my unlimited credit card to count down the top 10 new fantasy manhwa with OP MCs that will make you feel invincible. Starting off with our number 10, Insanely Talented Player. Coming in at number 10 is Insanely Talented Player. This manhwa comes from the creators of Omniscient Reader's viewpoints and follows Kang Yoo-sung, the undefeated top ranker in a game that decides the fate of the world. After 6 years at number 1, Yoo-sung is getting bored. He says he's just playing for the money now, but apathy causes his taunt value to skyrocket, intriguing the lot of jesters. Now, we get to see how this insanely talented player survives and remains on top. If you're looking for new fantasy manhwa with an overpowered main character, put Insanely Talented Player on your reading list. It brings the hype from the Omniscient Reader team to PvP battles. Number 9. Steel Eating Player. Coming in hot at number 9 is Steel Eating Player. This manhwa follows Lee Hyun-wook, the Steel Emperor and last hope for humanity. But after he dies, he gets sent back in time to the military. Yup, Corporal Lee Hyun-wook is reborn and now has to get strong all over again by eating steel. You heard that right. Steel mukbangs make him more powerful. It's a bizarre way to level up. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you're looking for a new fantasy manhwa with an unconventional overpowered MC, give Steel Eating Player a read. The regression premise and Steel Emperor's wacky steel diet will have you hooked and laughing. Just don't try eating metal yourself. Number 8. I didn't know it was a prize at the time. Rolling in at number 8, we've got the manhwa I didn't know it was a prize at the time. This follows Seo Woon-woo, a gamer who grinds hidden quests in games for money. After months of work, he finally gets his reward, some weird cubes. Lame, right? But when Yoon-woo touches them, the cubes turn into an ancient magical weapon called Gigantus Dark. Now he's the owner of this super powerful ancient weapon. What a prize for a random hidden quest. If you're looking for a new fantasy manhwa with an unexpected OPMC, check out I Didn't Know It Was a Prize at the Time. Yoon-woo's journey from livelihood gamer to accidental owner of an incredible ancient weapon makes for a fun and entertaining read. Number 7. Reborn as the Enemy Prince. Coming in at 7 is the tense manhwa Reborn as the Enemy Prince. This follows Burn, a soldier killed defending his country who suddenly wakes up in the body of Kalyan, the prince of the enemy kingdom. Now stuck as his sworn enemy, Burn vows to get revenge for his people. Easier said than done, though when Kalyan's sadistic half-brother and little mother rule the roost. Burn has to balance surviving palace intrigues and plots while trying to subtly undermine the kingdom that took his life. If you love good reincarnation manhwa with palace drama and a clever MC, definitely check out Reborn as the Enemy Prince. Watching Burn try to avenge his own death by taking down an enemy kingdom from the inside makes for a thrilling read. Number 6. Moonslayer. Coming in at 6, we have the power fantasy Moonslayer. This follows an OPMC who transforms into the endgame world boss on day 1 of a new VR MMORPG. Hiding among players, he aims to uncover the game's secret and change the world as the one true king. With extra starter items like a secret codex and mysterious bracelet, he realizes this bug has given him immense power from the get-go. Now he can awaken the world, attract armies of omen, and likely become the strongest character around. If you love OP power fantasy manhwa with game elements, Moonslayer delivers. Watching this overpowered MC manipulate guilds and players while unlocking cheat abilities makes for an exhilarating read. Moving on to our number 5, Seoul Exorcism Department. Rolling in at 5, we've got the action-packed manhwa Seoul Exorcism Department. This follows Private Gwang-hyuk, who gets transferred to Seoul's Exorcism department after using his psychic abilities to save a senior soldier. Finally, a department that makes use of his special exorcism skills, but he soon realizes evil spirits and demons are rampant across the city. Teaming up with his new partner, a no-nonsense female investigator, Gwang Yu takes on dangerous missions, exorcising evil entities. If you are a fan of supernatural action manhwa with cool psychic abilities, definitely give Seoul Exorcism Department a read. Watching Gwang Hyuk and his partner cleanse Seoul of sinister spirits makes for an exciting thrill ride from start to the finish. Number 4. I Am Not a Demon. Coming in hot at number 4 is the action-packed manhwa I Am Not a Demon. It follows Fang Cheng, who awakens his powers after killing and is forced to become a demon lord. To survive, he makes a contract with the killing devil to unlock skills while slaying other demons. Now he's on a mission to kill his way to the top in this dark world invaded by devils. Even though he's become a powerful demon himself, Fang Cheng is determined to get strong enough to take down the toughest enemies. If you love OPMC manhwa with intense action and the ruthless protagonist, I Am Not a Demon is a must-read. Watching Fang Cheng cross foes and claw his way up the demonic ranks makes for a thrilling and ruthless ride. Number 3. I Have a Mythical Tree. Coming in strong at number 3 is the cheat power fantasy I Have a Mythical Tree. Our MC travels to another world with a mythical tree that bears endless fruits, each unlocking crazy OP abilities. With hacks making him as powerful as gods and demons, he leads human race in surviving this brutal new world. If you love overpowered MC manhwa with tons of cheats, I Have a Mythical Tree delivers. Watching the MC chow down on more and more mythical fruits, gaining wild abilities from invincibility to controlling the elements makes for an exhilarating power trap. His mythical tree cheat ability lets him overpower anyone in his path. Number 2. The Emperor's Sword. Rolling up at number 2, we have the action-packed manhwa The Emperor's Sword. It follows Zhu Yunwen, a survivor of a major battle who gets reborn as Heavenly Destroyer. How? By hosting the souls of 2 of the world's strongest martial artists in his body. Now wielding their insane skills, Yunwen sets off on a quest to become an absolute powerhouse. If you love OPMC manhwa with ancient martial arts action, The Emperor's Sword is a must-read. Watching Yunwen utilize the skills of legendary fighters to destroy anyone in his path makes for a non-stop adrenaline-pumping fighting scenes. His double-souled rebirth sets him up to be the ultimate martial artist. And finally, number 1, Academy's Genius Sword Master. And coming in at number 1, we have the Academy's Genius Swordsman. This manhwa follows Ronan, who gets a second chance after living a wasteful life filled with regret. He goes back in time to when he was 10 years old, determined to live differently for the people who sacrificed themselves for him. Now it's time for him to truly apply himself and live up to his potential as a peerless genius swordsman. If you love a good second chance manhwa with an OPMC, Academy's Genius Swordsman is a must-read. Watching Ronan redo his life and rise to greatness with his prodigy sword skills makes for an immensely satisfying underdog story. The top manhwa for any fan of reincarnation, swordsmanship, and OP main characters. Alright, my undefeatable webfams. We are at the end of this epic showcase of new fantasy manhwa with MCs you don't wanna mess with. Big shout out to the real MVPs, the manhwa masterminds who helped me nail this overpowered list. Let me know which unbeatable MC is your favorite down in the comments, and smash that like button harder than these MCs smashed their enemies. Until next time, stay powerful queens and kings. Happy reading.